I get more than 24 hours this time?
Don't push it. Just out of curiosity, who'd you find to take off that kilo off your hands?
My fairy godmother.
Smart ass kid.
Franklin Saint is someone who is destined for greatness on some level, knows that he is on some level, and yet he finds himself thwarted by class, by race, by society, and finding it difficult to achieve a lot of what he wants to achieve.
A kid who was clearly bright enough and smart enough to have done any number of things, and yet is still kind of held back by the world in which he was raised. That being born into perhaps a different time and place would have chosen to go a more traditional route and could have been the CEO of a company, but chooses to kind of focus his smarts and energy into the drug game.
For what?
It's kind of crazy.
So saying the black guy, right? I'm playing with you, man. Don't be the black guy. Shit, I'm always the black guy.
The greatest challenge for me was understanding what it would be like to be a young 19-year-old from South Central LA in 1983.
Dameson is a fabulous young actor. I think we have a star is born here.
On the set, we call him Damsel. He's just a phenomenal young actor who has so much skill and so much flavor and charisma and charm, and he really is the anchor of this show.
Couldn't believe that we ended up going to London to find a kid to play someone from South Central. He really came in and had done a lot of research, and he clearly had the accent completely licked.
Damson was like a sponge. You know, he just was like, what's that? What's that? Like, oh, bro, that's how you say that, isn't it? Oh, that's amazing, bro.
It wasn't really difficult to get the accent. The hardest thing was the soul. That was the most important thing to me. To forget that I'm British. Just come to work as Franklin Saint. And that's what I did, and it was because of Dubsy.
WC from West Side Connection here as a technical advisor, and I have him around to talk to the actors and also talk to the directors and the writers about the way people talk, walk, and everything. It's a whole other vibe, a whole other flavor that these characters had at the time.
Being a dialect coach, it takes a lot of hard work because you have to get comfortable with each actor individually and make sure that they understand the culture. He's a cold actor, one of the coldest actors I've ever had experience of working with. So you see how you walking right now? How you up, shoulders up. You come up, when you warm up, you still this kid that's, you know what I'm saying, that got the brains that's going through him. Your boss. It's more than just the dialect, it's the feel of the conversation. Everybody has emotions, but he has to bring that feeling out on screen. You can say something a certain way, or you can say some shit a certain way.
Why you care if some little kids is running off with some ring pops?
Nah, they gotta learn. Ain't how America work.
Says who?
Hey, cuz, spot me a cone, though.
Spot your mama a cone.
He continually surprises me and the rest of the crew with what he's capable of doing as an actor.
Even though that boy got a pair of eyes on him. Franklin and Jerome's, like, they have some death stares sometimes, you know. Gotta watch that guy. That boy know how to cut his eyes.
I stay in the accent all day. It just helps me as an actor if I've been beaten up, like really badly beaten up, and, you know, I have this limp, and it just feels weird and strange for me to get rid of the limp as soon as they yell cut.
The kid is beautiful, man. He has a lot of talent. It takes a lot to channel that kind of energy, and this young man is channeling that energy very well. I'm looking forward to working with you again, kid. I call him a kid even though he's a young man and shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, bong bong.